So for this deep dive, we've got these case files from Karnataka, India. They cover about 8 years, from 1999 to 2007.
Hmm.
And the story they tell just completely flips the script on what you think a serial killer is.
Yeah, you expect crimes like this to happen in the dark, in some abandoned place.
Exactly. But these murders, they took place in temples, in
Well,
places of worship.
Which brings us to the killer herself, Katie Kempamma. Most people know her as Cyanide Mallika.
Right.
And what's so unnerving is that she's not just Karnataka's first female serial killer. She's a masterclass in using piety as a weapon. She hunted in plain sight.
Looking at her early file, you just don't see it coming. There's no history of abuse, nothing violent in her past. It's really just a story of financial desperation.
It is. She was born poor, married young, and she actually tried to make it legitimately. She started a few small businesses, but, well, they all failed.
And that's where the turn happens.
That failure is everything. I mean, most killers have this deep psychological drive, like rage or a need for control. For Kempamma, it was purely financial. It's like she looked at her life and decided murder was a better business model.
A transaction.
A cold, simple transaction.
And for a transaction, you need a specific type of customer. She wasn't just grabbing people off the street.
No, not at all. She was a profiler. She would scan the temple crowds, looking for women who were just radiating vulnerability.
Women praying for a child or, dealing with a bad marriage.
Exactly, the desperate ones. And then she would make her move. In that setting, a kind, older woman offering to help, it doesn't feel like a threat. It feels like a godsend.
She presented herself as this deeply religious woman who knew special rituals that could fix their problems.
And here's the hook. The ritual had rules. She'd convinced them to meet her at some secluded temple, maybe a lodge just outside of town.
And the really critical part, the part that should have been a giant red flag.
Get this. She insisted they wear all their gold jewelry, their best clothes.
For the gods.
For the gods. She said it was necessary for the prayers to work, but it was just her shopping list. By then, they trusted her so completely they just did it.
Wow. So she gets them alone, and then what?
Then the ritual begins. She tells them to close their eyes, to pray, and then she gives them holy water to drink. Prasad, a religious offering.
But it's not holy water.
No, it's laced with cyanide.
That is it's horrifying. The choice of weapon is so pragmatic. There's no fight, no struggle.
They drink it voluntarily. Think about that. Their last moments are spent in prayer, believing their problems are about to be solved.
And a cyanide is so fast, you can just wait for them to collapse, take the jewelry, and walk away.
Which also explains how she got away with it for almost a decade. To anyone who finds the body, it just looks like a heart attack, right? A sudden collapse, no obvious signs of foul play.
But she was basically a ghost.
For years. But even a ghost leaves a trace. Eventually, the police started to see a pattern.
Right. Too many healthy women dying near temples.
And all of them missing their valuables. But it wasn't some brilliant piece of forensic work that caught her. It was simple bookkeeping.
The paper trail.
The paper trail. The police started canvassing pawn shops, asking about the specific pieces of jewelry taken from the victims.
And Kempamma, in her business model, was selling the gold almost immediately.
She left receipts. Once a witness placed her near one of the scenes, they cross-referenced her with pawn shop records, and there she was, linked to multiple victims.
And when they finally arrested her in 2007, she confessed.
She did. Confessed to 6 murders, but police are pretty sure the real number is much higher. She was sentenced to death, though that was later changed to life in prison.
It leaves you with such an unsettling feeling. We're all taught to watch out for the obvious monster, the person in the shadows.
But that's the thing, isn't it? She didn't just steal from these women. She weaponized hope. She took the one place they went for comfort and turned it into her hunting ground.
And that really makes you wonder, how do you possibly defend yourself when the predator doesn't look like a monster, but like a kind woman offering to pray with you? Something to think about. Thanks for listening to this deep dive.